And Take It Easy on BBC Radio Nottingham, 21 minutes past 6, and Ryan Sidebottom's with me now. Hello. Good to see you.
Hi, mate.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you. The weather's grim, isn't it? It's hardly cricketing weather outside.
Yeah, it's just coming freezing now.
Yeah. Now, I just wanted to check why you're not in South Africa at the moment, because there is this series of little games going on, and Graham Swan's out there, and your other Stuart Broad's there, isn't he? Your other Nottinghamshire colleague, and you're here.
Yeah, the teammates are out there. Disappointingly so, I wasn't selected in the one days, which happens. Sometimes I'm not picking the team, so which very disappointing. But I'm at Loughborough at the moment, doing a 3 weeks intensive training course, running up hills and whatnot, which is not great, but not enjoyable. But anything to get fit and ready to go out on the 22nd, which is coming round thick and fast.
It's coming soon, isn't it? And this is for the Test series against South Africa. So you're in the squad for that.
Yeah.
And you were given the England central contract for another year, weren't you?
Yeah, kind of a bit of a surprise. I mean, I really enjoyed, last 18 months to 2 years have gone really well. I've performed well for England and Notts, I think, and just reward. Hopefully, I can prove that and take some wickets and do well out there.
Yeah, it's interesting when you look at the central contracts. I think Nottinghamshire has 3 players on central contracts. No other county has anything like that. So something's good at Nottinghamshire, but on the other hand, it leaves us denuded during the summer when the county team are playing and you're off enjoying the international high life.
Yeah, well, that may be the case, but I think it showed this year. We've got strength in depth, and we came second in the championship. The previous year we were close in. We came second in the championship again, and lost on the last day, I think, in one of the one-day comps. So, we've got some very good young players. Luke Fletcher, Andy Carter. The likes of those guys, Akil Patel, Samit's younger brother, they're all coming through and they're all pushing for places, and that's great, homegrown players, and I think we want more of that, in Nottingham.
Yeah, well, we'll look forward to next season. More importantly and more imminently, though, this England Test series against South Africa. Did you go out? Have you been out to South Africa recently? Were you out for anything?
I haven't. I was there for the ICC tournament, which we got to look at the pictures and some of the players out there. But the Test series is going to be very tough. They're a very good side. I think you could argue that they're number 1 in the world at the moment. They're very strong in all areas. So it's going to be a tough series. I think Strauss has said that in the papers about probably the toughest series we'll have so far. And it'll see where we're at as a team.
Yeah, although looking out the window now, you must think, bring it on, South Africa, because it'll be summer out there.
Yeah, I think it's just all of a sudden changed. I mean, it'd be nice out there, a little bit warmer than here anyway, so I won't have to get wrapped up as much.
Now, the training that you're doing at Loughborough is obviously key to maintaining fitness, and as you are a pace bowler, not hugely fast, but how would you describe yourself? A medium pace seamer?
Yeah, I think probably a little bit quicker than people think, but yeah, I'm not getting any younger, and I want to be knocking on the door. I think over the last 12 months I've had a lot of injuries, and guys have come in and performed really well, so I suppose I'm on the fringes, and I need to just keep working hard and keep taking wickets and pushing for a place, really.
And at international level, being a frontline bowler is just the most physically demanding thing, because anyone who doesn't think it is should try bowling 6 balls in their own back garden and then the next day realise where it hurts, and then you'll know what it must be like to do a day of that and then another day. You've got to be really at the top of your game, haven't you, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. But some people think, we're just going out there for a holiday. Sometimes, we can catch the sun and we get plenty of days off, but it's not the case anymore, because it's all year round. You don't get much of a break, and you need to be as fit as possible, because you could bowl 30-35 overs in a day and then bowl that again the next day. If batting sides bat for 2 or 3 days, then that's going to be the case. So you need to be as fit as a fiddle and firing all the time, because there's always someone wanting to come and take your place.
And as you say, the last year or so have been difficult for you with injuries. An Achilles injury was the worst, I think, of them, wasn't it? When you're in a game and something starts to twinge, or you feel as though you're not quite right, how do you play through that? Because you can't just go up to the captain and say, sorry, I've got a bit of a twinge, can you take me off? The immediate reaction is you want to bowl through it, but what's the mental process you go through to actually bowl effectively when it hurts to do that?
I think you just got sometimes you just got to grin and bear it and just get on with it. You're going to go through stages where you're going to get niggles and you're not feeling up for the day, where you've got sore legs or sore shins, but that's part and parcel of being a bowler. You just get on with it, you do your job, and you get out there, really. I mean, people don't tend to know what happens behind the scenes. We have ice baths and lots of massages. We go to the pool, have swimming sessions, quite regular stretching. A little bit of yoga here and there, just to anything that helps you get through the day or get through the season.
Now, the warm-ups for the games sometimes involve a little bit of a kickabout, and you'll know that Geoffrey Boycott doesn't agree with it.
No, of
cricketers
course.
playing football beforehand, there have been
No.
a few twisted ankles and things, I think, cause that. But it may come more naturally to you, because you showed some skill as a footballer. And isn't it interesting, your dad, Arnold Sidebottom, played for Manchester United, good Lord, in the early 70s,
Thank you.
as well as being a cricketer. So he was a footballer cricketer, and you could have been. You had some games with Sheffield United as a lad.
Yeah, I had quite a few trials with Sheffield United. I was at Huddersfield Boys for quite some time, and I really enjoyed that side. I think like any young boy, I just enjoyed playing sport in general at school, whether it be rugby, golf, tennis, anything with a ball and a bat in the back garden. Yeah, I just love that side of it. But yeah, I was fortunate to play football as well. I didn't think I would quite make the grade, but I still enjoy watching my beloved team, Man United. I shouldn't really say that, living in Nottingham, but I'm not a Glory supporter for obvious reasons, and I love watching all sport in general. Rugby league. I'm a big rugby league fan as well, which is great.
How come cricket then ended up the game that you make your living out of?
Yeah, I think I just used to go to Headingley when my dad was playing and play in the back, back of the stands with loads of other kids. David Bairstow's son, and I just took it from there. Really, it was just I used to just enjoy it. My dad used to let me get on with it, do my own thing, and he said, if you're gonna make it a cricket, you do it your way, and go out there and enjoy what you do and give it your best.
Now, your benefit year comes up next season.
Yeah.
Just explain for people who don't know what that is, because in a sense that's changed since the game became more professional, I suppose. That the idea of a benefit year used to hark back to the times when cricketers didn't really get paid for what they did, I think. But
Yeah, I mean, I've been lucky enough to get a benefit year with Notts. What a benefit year means, it's just over the year to raise money for myself, but it's not just about me. I'm going to have a local charity, which is Radcliffe, the RSPCA, which I'm quite strongly about. So they're struggling for kitting tins of cat food, kitten food. So if anyone's listening now, if you could donate some food to them, that'd be great.
That's really good of you.
Thank you.
Why the RSPCA? I wouldn't.
I think it's just to have a local charity, but then also I've
You're
got
an animally person.
I've got 2 cats at home, which yeah, I'm quite animal. I love the animal side, but
Oh.
yeah, I mean there's a lot going on. It's manic. My wife's heavily pregnant at the moment. She's due in about 10 days time. And also, I've got a trust which is just in the pipeline at the moment. Would be just to raise money for local hospices, for children, terminally ill children that, maybe with life-threatening illnesses. If I can do my bit, obviously playing sport, and people look up to me here and there, that to raise money for that kind of charity would be fantastic. And so, if people want to jump on the bandwagon and support that'd be great.
Super. Well, Ryan Sidebottom's benefit year is going to benefit more than just Ryan Sidebottom, by the sounds of it. That's very good. And we mentioned your dad, Arnold Sidebottom. Does he ever sort of tell you that you don't know how easy you have it? Because it was a different game when he played. He did play once for England, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, he played once for England. Yeah, I mean,
was a regular in the Yorkshire side.
Yeah, so, Yorkshire. He played for a number of years at Yorkshire as well. I mean, yeah, he tends not to get involved in my side. He tends to stay out of the way. My mum always tells me that he does watch, although he says he doesn't. He does shout at the TV now and again when I'm bowling if I do something wrong. But yeah, he's been a massive part of my life. I always look up to him, and I listen to his criticisms, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for him.
Ryan Sidebottom, it's been a joy to meet you. Thanks for coming in on a rather grim old Friday night. Beats training down in Loughborough, running up hills and all sorts. And we'll look out for you in South Africa. I hope you do well.
Thanks ever so much.
And Ryan Sidebottom's benefit year next year with Nottinghamshire County Cricket Club. It's now 6:30.